My first experience of Christianity, I went to a Christian school when I was about 13. It was very institutionalised Christianity, very dry, didn't get on with it, rebelled against the school, finally got thrown out when I was 17, got thrown out of home about 6 months later, and then got into drink and drugs and partying and sex and all sorts of stuff. Was doing that for probably about 6 years. And then I met a guy who turned me on to spiritualism and clairvoyancy and all sorts of stuff. So I got involved with the occult, got some tarot cards, they worked. And then went down to India, studied Eastern mysticism, bought my first Bible in Delhi. Came back still searching, started working for my dad. Got married to Karen, who had been down to India with. After about 7 months, we split up. I went off with a girl in the office. We were split up for about three, maybe 4 months. And then this guy who was one of my best friends, he came back from Stonehenge Pop Festival. He was a bit of a nutcase. He used to ride bikes and take drugs and all sorts of stuff. But he just started to explain to me about who Jesus Christ was. He met this Christian down at Stonehenge Pop Festival, and so it was just what this Christian had been saying. And it just a light went on. I'm suddenly realising, Jesus was sort of like out there with sort of Buddha and all these other things. And I suddenly realised that Jesus was the answer, Jesus was the only way. And I remember crying on his shoulder, sort of saying, I don't feel like me anymore. I think, the old is gone. I've been born again. I didn't even know what born again was. So I phoned up my wife. I sort of said, guess what? I've become a Christian. And then because she was so distraught about splitting up, she'd been going to church. She hadn't been churched at all, so she became a Christian as well. So she goes, guess what? I've become a Christian too. So then we got back together, and that was probably about 32 years ago. And God has been faithful day in, day out over the last 32 years. We've had our ups and downs. There's been difficult times and there's been amazing times, but the main thing is that God has been real. There's been a relationship with God the Father. He talks to me and I talk to him. And as a couple and as a family, there's been God at the centre of the whole thing. And he's just turned my life upside down from a drug addict and, into all sorts of nonsense to being what I am today.